Scorpio rising, here is your February 2024 astrology outlook. The topics this month we're going to be discussing are the lunations, the sun, our personal planets being Mars, Venus and Mercury, the transits they are making, and the houses and how they are impacting you. On to the lunations. For you, Scorpio rising on February 9 this month, we've got a new moon occurring in Aquarius, and this happens to be your fourth house. Our fourth house is signified by the topics of family, real estate, our home, property, ancestry, all things that make us feel secure and that we have solid foundations. So when you have a new moon here at Scorpio rising on the 9th, this is where you may be getting excited about a future project or a future move in regards to your home or where you've been for a very long time. You might be inspired to connect to a new place on the planet. You feel like you just want to move. So something exciting is incubating here. So if there's an opportunity or information that crosses your path in regards to a new location, a property investment opportunity, this is a great time to seriously consider those opportunities coming towards you. On February 24, there is a full moon in Virgo, and this for you, Scorpio rising, is your 11th house. So topically, the 11th house is associations, collaborations with groups of people and societies, friendships, dreams and goals for our future. A full moon here can see you moving away from a certain friendship or group or a place that you've been in for some time. This is where you have the graduation point of the lunation cycle. It's a full moon. And in Virgo, no less, is about purifying, cleansing, and looking at the details and analytics in regards to our experience. We're weighing up things here quite diligently, and you're not on call here to throw the baby out with the bathwater and be so hypercritical that you just want to clear things out with friendships or your dreams or even people that you associate with. You want to give yourself a moment here on the 24th to think about what it is that needs to change and naturally evolve for you in regards to other people. Now on to the other luminary, the sun. Now the sun has been transiting in your fourth house. And when we have the sun for a 4-week transit in any particular sign, it's what's highlighted. It's what we're putting our energy into. And for you, that fourth house is all about creating solidarity, things that feel organic with you and in flow in regards to your home, your property, what you sense as your permanent environment, things that are to do with real estate. So this has been something that's highlighted here for you and continues to do so, opening up the month of February. On the 18th of February, that sun for the next 4 weeks is going to be ingressing into Pisces, and this is your 5th house of joy and pleasure. So this is what's lit up here. You could be getting into sports, you could be looking at your long-term investments, taking some risk, or looking at interacting with a creative project. Children are also highlighted, and romantic partners and connections. So this is what's highlighted for you for the next 4 weeks. So there's a lot of joy to be had here, a lot of feeling of being optimistic. Your energy levels should be soaring and really feeling quite connected and harmonious with those 5th house topics. Now, Scorpio rising, we're going to get into our personal planets. So the first planet we're going to be discussing is Mercury, and Mercury is all about our mental chatter, what we think about, communicate about, our ideas, ideologies and concepts, how we change our minds and what we are concentrating on and really inspired to talk about and change. Well, Mercury has been transiting in Capricorn, your 3rd house, and continues to do so. And Mercury in the 3rd house is all about learning about language and culture, being really interested in educating yourself or education in regards to self-improvement, for personal growth. Also a lot of interaction in your local environment, very busy. Finances and commerce here are highlighted too. So you might have a lot of monetary exchanges as well, or changing up your ideas or concepts about money. But money has also been highlighted for you here when Mercury is transiting in your third house. On the 5th of February, Mercury is the first of our personal planets, and they are Mercury, Venus, and Mars. That is going to be ingressing into Aquarius on the 5th, conjuncting Pluto. So Mercury is the first planet, personal planet, that conjuncts Pluto. That's just ingressed into Aquarius. And for you, Scorpio rising, this is your 4th house. So a Mercury-Pluto conjunction sets off a new synodic cycle between these two planets. So Mercury conjuncting Pluto, this day can see you very lost in your environment, really interested in different culture, language, learning things, being quite busy day to day, short distance travels highlighted. And this could be you traveling or moving outside of your normal space, or just a lot of busyness day to day in your environment if it's not on an international landscape. On the 10th of February, Mercury is going to be squaring Jupiter in Taurus, and this is your 7th house of relationships. Could be friendships, women, collaborations, contracts, agreements. We have a square going on here with Mercury and Jupiter. This is where we can have trouble with identifying details. Is there too much information, or is there too much long-term thinking? We need to get down to the analytics in regards to relationships between yourself and also how it affects your home and your family. On the 16th, Mercury is squaring Uranus in Taurus, your 7th house. So only nearly a week later, that Mercury is now going to square Uranus. So this is an out of the blue event or conversation, a money exchange gone wrong. Something could go askew here with your finances between you and how they're connected with other people, especially in your homeland or foreign land. On the 23rd, Mercury is going to be ingressing into Pisces, which unfortunately Mercury is in detriment in Pisces, and this happens to be your 5th house of joy and pleasure. So as you can see, Mercury moves quite swiftly this month. So Mercury ingressing into your 5th house could see problems in communications with romantic partnerships, problems with children, could be education, could also be a monetary problem, an investment going wrong, something's not quite right here, check the details. Also, we want to be, really quite aware of dotting our I's and crossing our T's in regards to contracts, because that Mercury in detriment can be a little bit askew, and we might not be really quite hyper aware of the long-term repercussions in regards to investments, something going on with children, sporting and activities as well, also romantic partners and creative projects. On the 28th, Mercury is going to conjunct Saturn in Pisces, your 5th house again. I like this transit, Scorpio rising, this conjunction, because Mercury conjunct Saturn is a moment of wisdom, patience, and looking at the bigger picture. This is a hold your horses day, so be very aware that something is coming back into your awareness that maybe wasn't present on the 23rd, between the 23rd and 28th, but now something comes in to give you more detail or looking at things from a more mature lens. Let's discuss planet Venus, our personal planet Venus. Who doesn't love this planet? She's all about self-worth and value, harmony, unifying with other people, connecting, and finances. Well, Venus has been transiting in Capricorn, your 3rd house. So again, spending money with partnerships, friendships, foreign exchange, investing in regards to a community, looking, being really quite connected with your environment, be it local or international. A lot of monetary transactions are highlighted here in relationships. And on the 7th of February, Venus is going to be trining Uranus and Taurus, and this is your 7th house. So when Venus trines Uranus, this is fantastic for a breakthrough moment in regards to partnerships becoming lucrative. Something comes back on the table here that's quite empowering to you regarding a personal agreement or contract. A relationship is fortuitous. There's also a breakthrough moment. A partner could be getting a financial break or have some very positive news for you. But this looks like a fantastic day on the 7th. Venus on the 13th is going to be sextiling Neptune in Pisces, your 5th house. This looks lovely, Scorpio rising, for a creative breakthrough in regards to a personal project that you've been investing in creatively. This could also see a nice investment now maturing, coming back with a lot of inspiration for the future because there's more money at hand to use for you to enjoy and have a lot of pleasure. And again, even a romantic connection could have a lovely surprise on a monetary landscape for you. On the 16th, planet Venus is going to be ingressing into Aquarius, your 4th house, and conjuncting that Pluto. So now Venus and Pluto are setting off in a new synodic cycle and in your 4th house. Venus in your 4th house conjuncting that Pluto looks like a possibility of wanting to invest in a different home or a different environment. This is where you could be really wanting to expand your horizons in regards to your sense of self-worth and self-value. Is where you live where you want to live? Is your idea of family changing? Is there an expansion in your family? Are you bringing in family members or adding to it? This looks like a really nice day for relationships to expand that are going to really impact your home and your family. On the 22nd, Venus is going to conjunct Mars in Aquarius, and this is your 4th house. A Venus-Mars conjunction, here we go again, Scorpio rising, Venus-Mars setting off in a new synodic cycle. It's the beginning. So we have a Venus-Mars conjunction. This looks great for determination and grit to see a property or something of value expand in the future that's going to change your sense of stability and your foundations. Could be very much associated with property and land, looking at real estate. This is setting off, sparking off a new direction for you in those 4th houses, in that 4th house topic, sorry. On the 24th, Venus is going to square Jupiter in Taurus, your 7th house. Now, for me as an astrologer, I do not take a Venus-Jupiter square as a problem. It looks like a problem in as much as I'm having too much fun in regards to my home and real estate ideas and renovations in my property. And I'm also having too much fun with relationships and connecting with other people and partnerships of all sorts. This is a fantastic square for I'm having too much fun with people. I'm having too much fun with my future self in regards to the 7th house and the 4th house. So this day, just take note, it's going to affect us personally quite differently, but Scorpio rising, I would expect a fun day on the 24th of February for you. Now on to personal planet Mars. Scorpio rising, Mars is your ancient ruler. So whatever Mars is doing, it's going to be impacting you, especially the houses and the topics that it represents. Now, Mars has been transiting in Capricorn, your 3rd house. So a lot of speed and movement. There's a lot of action going on in that 3rd house, which is your travel, where you travel every day, educating yourself, connecting with people, really looking at different cultures, language, really expanding your mind, just being very busy. And on the 7th of February, Mars in Capricorn is going to be sextiling Neptune in Pisces, and this is your 5th house of joy and pleasure. This looks fantastic for just having a lot of fun in regards to different cultures and languages, learning about different cultures, educating yourself, connecting with people in different places. This looks fantastic just for a lot of fun and just really enjoying yourself on this day. On the 13th, Mars is going to be ingressing into Aquarius, your 4th house, and conjuncting that Pluto, setting off a new synodic cycle between Mars and Pluto. So Mars conjunct Pluto is a day to mark on your calendar for a powerful change for the future regarding your home and family. Something quite powerful is occurring here on this day for you, Scorpio rising. It could be all about your sense of home, foundations, real estate, property, and international homes as well, because there's so much activity going on in your 3rd. On the 27th, Mars is going to be squaring Jupiter in Taurus, your 7th house. So home and family versus relationships, agreements, and contracts. If there is something going on with your property or real estate, this is the day where you're on notice that it may be a day of contention. So take a deep breath and don't act too hastily. Cosmic Girl 101 signing off. I wish you, Scorpio rising, a blessed February 2024, and I will see you next month.